welcome back to my channel. So I have this lovely, beautiful Ankara fabric, and I would like to make something for the Nigerian Independence Day for my kids and me, and I don't know what to make yet. Okay, for my son, I would like to make a shirt, like a buba shirt.
Tiny.
Why for my daughter right here?
I like.
She's playing with my fabric. This fabric I want to use it to make something too. So I would like to make normal shirt for her, and for me I have no idea what to make for myself. So I'm just gonna look. I have just 2 days left. 2 days left, yes. Just 2 days left to make something for the 3 of us. Hopefully, I will come up with an idea.
Yes.
I have been searching for an idea to be sincere. I have been like consistently checking Pinterest for an idea.
And
I've seen like 2 billion styles, but I'm torn on which particular one to pick. So,
Mommy.
I will
Mommy.
try to cut some out because I want to make everything. So I'll try to cut some out here.
I need paper, please. The colors and these two. And I read, yeah.
She just reads everything. Cut. Try to ignore everybody here. My kids are just here. I just came back from work and.
Nah.
All right. So.
Mom, I need paper.
I might not document making for this girl right here
I need paper, Mommy.
and that guy
Over here.
over
Can you see my
there.
big nose?
But I would document my.
Mom, I want paper.
I'll get paper for you. All right, let's see what I come up with. Bye.
Bye.
So get all your tools and sewing materials ready. I have mine right in front of me. I'm going to be tracing my basic dress block pattern. This is an old one. I have always been making use of this one. So I'm just going to make a little bit of adjustment so I can fold it and trace only the parts that is needed for this dress, the square bustier dress. On my basic dress block pattern, I marked my underbust length. Then I measured from my armhole depth down to the marked underbust. Got the midpoint, which is 2 inches, then place it on my armhole depth line, then mark up. So that point right there, I folded it. So I'm just going to be tracing from that area there down to my desired dress length. Note that my basic dress block pattern is not my desired length. I'm just going to be adding more inches to get my desired length. And also note that it's an A line, but not a perfect A line. I didn't create a perfect A line. So right now I'm just going to trace down to the end of my pattern, which I have done so, and also make the few necessary adjustments to get the square bustier dress. Under that line from my armhole depth, I marked down 1 inch. Don't forget that line could be your waist midpoint or your bust distance. To create my top dart, I marked 1/2 inch on both sides. Then I drew a line to meet I drew a line from the dart point to meet the apex. I've done something like this before. I'm just going to share the video. It's just something similar. I've done this before. Next, I created my waist darts, which I already have the allowance for. So I just marked half inch and half inch on both sides. So if you have a bigger bust, you know the necessary adjustment to do to create your bustier. I think I have explained that in some of my videos, so go watch them. So I created my dots, and I'm going to use my pen to do a little bit of adjustment to create like a curve kind of thing on it. So next I decided to extend my waist. I added half an inch for my waist. My waist is 16 inches, so I added half an inch, so it's 16 and a half inches because I want it to go down. I don't want it to like hang up, so I want it to go down. So next I took out the allowance because I don't need allowance. I didn't use that for the down part, for the skirt part. Reason is I don't need that for that place. No, as you're sewing, you would know when that is necessary and when it's not necessary. I just realized that adding that all the time, sometimes it's just not important. I don't need to cinch or accentuate that part of my midriff. I don't really need to. It's not big, it's not protruding, so I don't really need to do that. So I didn't put that on the down part. I put that on the up part because I want to create that bra illusion at the top side, and I don't want to wear a bra while wearing this, which I achieved at the end of my sewing. To create the front design, I marked 1/4 inch at the side, then connect that to the first dart. Now it's time to create the skirt. So the skirt is just straightforward. I use one pattern, that I use the front skirt to cut up my back skirt. So that's how straightforward it is. There's no dart. I didn't include any dart. Like I said, it's not necessary to include that for my skirt. It's an A-line skirt, and I also extended the dart line all the way to the length of the skirt to slash and spread. But my fabric was not enough. No, I used 6 yards to sew for my kids and myself, so it was not enough. So now what I did for the skirt is just to extend the waist. I just extended the waist all the way to where I could extend. As I just stretched it out. There was no particular measurement for that. I just drew an A line from the skirt all the way down to the length of the pattern paper, then extended that line all the way to the skirt. That is all I did. There was no particular measurement. After cutting the skirt, I labeled the skirt piece as a reminder to cut both for the front and the back, and also leave a zipper allowance for the back. Why for the front piece, I labeled it before cutting out the dart. Now it's time for me to create my back pattern. So for the back pattern, I'll be making use of my basic dress block pattern, the back piece. So the back is straightforward. There's no detailing to the back. So I am only going to be tracing out the part that I need, same as the front. So I folded from the armhole depth side. That's where I'll start tracing. Then remember, I extended the waist length by half an inch. I'm gonna do so here, and also at the side seam I went down 1/4 inch. I'm also gonna do so here. I'm also gonna leave a zipper allowance of 1 inch So basically the back is just straightforward, no detailing whatsoever, just the zipper and just a little bit of twig here and there, and that is it. Also remember that for the skirt I'll be making use of the front skirts to create my back skirts. Before cutting my fabric, I cut open the slash line. That's the that line extended. But yeah, there was no point doing this really because my fabric was not enough. I knew my fabric won't be enough, but I'm just trying to like push it a bit and see if I'm gonna get the type of flowy flare I wanted. I also reduced my A-line because yeah, the fabric is just so little to create all this fine detailing. So my flare was not adequate and it was okay. So I just managed the fabric, reduced the slash and spread, and reduced the A-line. The 0.5 inch is I added at the side seam because of that was unnecessary, so I had to take it out. So please don't add any that allowance at the side, please. I have all my pieces ready. I am going to be using an interfacing, a soft, very soft stay for the front top, just to fluff it up a bit because I'm not interested in wearing bra while wearing this dress. So this sewing is straightforward. I'm just gonna be stitching them side by side, one by one together. So I don't think I need to talk so much. All you need to do is just to watch the way I attach them. Okay, so I have facing and I have the main piece, so I'm going to be sewing both the facing and the main piece. Same for the front pieces. I also attach the back pieces, then stitch everything at once. Then I have the strap for the bustier dress. I just folded it like a bias tape, then stitch on the end. Next, I attach my skirt piece to the front piece. Don't forget right side together, so you check which side is the right side and you turn it over, pin at the waist side and then stitch. I did the same thing for the back pieces. I attached the skirt pieces to the top pieces, right side together, then stitch everything together. It's time for me to attach my zipper. I'm using an invisible zipper. I love to use invisible zipper when it comes to dresses. So this is not my first time or my 100 times stitching an invisible zipper. So I want to be going into details of how you can attach or sew an invisible zipper. I have a couple of videos on that, so I will suggest you go check those videos out. But I hope with this little one I have not detailed enough show you how to attach and stitch an invisible zipper. So go check out some of my video. I even have a particular video where you attach without a footer, an invisible zip or a zip footer. So please go check this video out. So yeah. Next, I closed up the zipper space all the way down to the length of the bustier dress. Next, I attach my straps. So the whole idea here is that I use a tie strap. So in case if I don't want a strap, I just want to wear it like that, strapless, I can just tuck in the strap. So the strap, I placed it on that line. Then you cover it with the facing. So the facing will be placed right side together. The wrong side should be facing you and the right side should be facing the right side of the dress. So I just pin the top and also pin on the zipper area. That is it. Then stitch. Do the same thing for the front piece. Next, I stitched the front and back pieces right side together. After stitching the side seam, I tried it on for fitting. Next is hemming. So I didn't do the traditional hemming where you double fold and you hem. I just locked the rough edges. I just locked the bottom. Reason is I wanted to retain the length. The length was not that long enough. It stopped at my ankle and I didn't want it to go further up, so I just locked it with a black thread. It wasn't obvious at all. Nobody can even see what I did, so I just locked it like that and left it as it is. So this is a final stage of stitching this squared bustier dress. It's fabulous. The fabric is beautiful. It's easy to make. So thank you so much for watching to the end. Please share the video, like, and most importantly subscribe. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in my next sewing video. Bye bye.